At age 21, he was a city council member, a deacon in his church, and a college student. Jewell Jones then made history as the youngest state lawmaker when he was elected to the Michigan House of Representatives in 2016.
I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to it. It's a lot of great people here, and I'm ready to get to work.
But just 5 years later, his incredible rise
I work for y'all, man. I try to do for y'all, and y'all harass me all the time.
is now a fall from grace.
You know what? Big Gretch is the homie.
Okay.
If she finds out about this, she might be a little upset.
Tonight, our Kimberly Gill sits down with the 11th District Representative, asking tough questions about what happened.
So you're saying you didn't tape a handcuff key to your foot?
So I'm not sure about all that.
And what he wants to say to the people he's supposed to represent. State Rep Jewell Jones is facing a slew of charges stemming from an accident along I-96 in Livingston County. He's charged with resisting and obstructing a police officer, operating a vehicle while intoxicated, reckless driving, and possessing a weapon while under the influence of alcohol.
Then, a few months later, Jones was arrested again for violating his bond, at which point he was allegedly in possession of a handcuff key police say he smuggled into jail by taping it to his foot. The Inkster native is now out on bond. Wearing a GPS tether, he can go to work in Lansing and to his church in Detroit, which is where our Kimberly Gill caught up with him.
Karen Devin, one of the first questions I asked Jewell Jones is about his upbringing because I wanted to understand who he is. He told me he's been active in the community since his childhood, grew up with a supportive family, both at home and his church and his neighbors in Inkster, an up-and-coming star in politics by all accounts, which is all the more reason the events of this past year are so surprising.
I want to go back to that day in April on the interstate. You're driving, and what went through your mind?
Well, I do want to clarify a few things, 'cause I know there's been a lot of embellished facts throughout this case and this trial. So I wasn't driving when all of this happened. It almost seems like when I was approached, the trooper wanted me to be a criminal or something like that, but he didn't have any evidence for anything, and so maybe he wanted me to be impolite, and I think that.
But you were impolite.
Well, I think that, I was from my perspective, I was kind of thinking that I was being polite, but I was also, because of my experience in law enforcement, because of my experience of the law, I'm aware of different things that you need to do and different things you don't need to do. So of course, like I said earlier, I may have had some poor judgment, but at the same time, I felt that I was well within the law.
Let me just stop you right there. When you say you've worked in law enforcement, you know what needs to be done, what doesn't. You had to know that name dropping was something that you shouldn't do.
The comments you're referring to came much later. And so I do believe, because we've seen a lot of clips of the video, but when you look at the video in its entirety, you can tell that for probably the first 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes, I was really just talking, and then I began pleading with them basically to work with me.
Do nothing crazy, bro. Don't do something stupid. I want you to just follow me all the way to the hospital. I want to follow them. No, we're gonna find out what's going on.
During the interaction with state police, Jones denies resisting arrest.
Don't tense up. I'm tensing up. Don't tense up.
And feels that his actions and the name dropping was an attempt to stop officers from using excessive force.
Call Joe. Wake him up. Tell Joe who you have. Tell Joe who you have handcuffed.
Jones was arrested again in September for violating his bond. When taken into custody, officers allegedly found him in possession of a handcuff key.
Okay, so that happens, and maybe you, now looking back, hindsight 2020, you could see where maybe you did some things wrong. But you go on to do more bizarre things that are uncharacteristic of the person that you told me you were growing up, how you were raised. And the handcuff key, I just, why did you tape a handcuff key on your foot?
So I'm not sure about all of that. I did see, once I got out of jail, these interviews and what the sheriff said that happened, but when I first got processed in, they didn't find the cuff key, and then the cuff key appeared later on.
So you're saying you didn't tape a handcuff key to your foot?
Well, I'm hoping that a lot of the facts come out during the case.
Do you have any idea how many sessions and votes you've missed?
I heard that I believe one of the individuals on one of the channels did a tally of those different things. And so while I might have been away, however, the team was still hard at work, so I may have missed some votes.
Almost 90.
90 votes. And those that we missed, though, I think one of the most important things out there that you can do as a state representative is constituency services. And so I think that the team held that down because, we've had unemployment issues, other issues going on with the state, different things like that. So while I believe the votes is important,
Your constituents didn't have any representation for almost 90 votes. What do you say to that?
I apologize to my constituents for not being there, not being present. Though I couldn't sit there in that seat and actually cast my personal vote for my constituents. I don't think that there was I don't think we can entirely throw out everything because we're still working for them,
Now, Mr. Jones is in court this Thursday, provided that it's not canceled due to the weather. He's scheduled for a motion hearing. His trial is set for later this month. We have covered this case extensively from the very beginning. So to see all of our reports, just head to our website, click on Detroit.com, just search Jewell Jones. Karen Devin, we'll send it back to you.
Kim, sometimes when we see this type of uncharacteristic behavior in a person, experts say it can be a cry for help.
Yeah, Karen, he is getting help with his mental health. He has a therapy dog. He shared with me that he is also going through counseling. I'll have more on that part of the story coming up tonight at 11. I also asked him what he needs to do to revive his reputation. His answer might surprise you. Again, that's going to be tonight at 11.
All right, we look forward to that. Thank you, Kim.
Really fascinating conversation.
It really is.